Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared minded. I get sent pictures, videos, emails, and links. And if you would like to send me something for an email or for a video, my email's in the description box below. So this first article comes in from a community member. And this is something that I think that we as parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles all need to be watching out for, especially when it comes to our little ones who are still in school. So the article starts out like this, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. Okay. It says, did you know that a generation of students may not be told to memorize their times tables? Okay, multiplication is something that we use even still as adults to this day. So why are they taking that out now? It says, welcome to the new California Mathematics Curriculum Framework, a State Board of Education approved document providing guidance to teachers, districts, and textbooks publishers on how to teach math to California's nearly 6 million public school students. The California Common Core, here we go. State mathematics standards describe the officially approved math content students are expected to learn, and the framework is supposed to cover how to teach these standards. Standards have not changed, the framework has. This framework was adopted in 2023 despite the significant public opposition. Public comment was 3-1 against it, and multiple open letters signed by 1,000 college STEM or STEM faculty pointed out its many harmful flaws. Strikingly, this framework removes all mention and guidance that students should memorize their times tables. And yeah, they should. That Common Core math was and is the most ridiculous way of doing math ever, okay? I'll never forget they had it when my son was in school, and I could not for the life of me figure it out, and he couldn't even figure it out. And with my way of how I learned on how to do math, it was 5 times 5 equals 25. Well, with them it was you got to do it this way and with this column and that column and this way to figure out that it came to 25. Well, no, it's 5 times 5 is 25. That's it. But they wanted you to work it out for this and that and the this and the that and the this and the that. And then they said, well, but if you figure it out the old way, that's the wrong answer. Well, how is it the wrong answer when I'm still coming up with 25? And I had gotten into many heated debates over this Common Core, but I'm going to stick to that Common Core is not the way to go, but that's just me. So since California sets trends, because they're trendsetters for education across the country, this is of a national concern. And that's why I said that we as parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles who are still raising little ones need to pay attention. This is mesmerizing multiplication tables. Is it important for students? Yes, it is. It's just as important as addition and subtraction, okay? Just as important as division. It's extremely important. Nationally convened experts panels assessing requirements for high school math readiness, in particular algebra, says that yes, it is. The National Mathematics Advisory Panel's final report concluded that computational facility with whole number operations rests on the automatic recall of multiplication and related division facts. Secondly, the Federal Institution of Education Sciences discusses that without quick retrieval of math facts, students will struggle to follow their teachers, the explanations of new mathematical ideas. Well, that's why you have to cut out that Common Core. Because if you try to explain to them how common, I don't even understand Common Core, okay? It's ridiculous. Get it the hell out. Automatic retrieval gives students more mental energy, execute multiple step mathematical procedures. They conclude building automatic fact retrieval in students is one of many important goals of intervention. No, you have to, especially when they're little, when they're first learning how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, they need to learn how to do the easy way to do it. If you try to give a 10-year-old or a 9-year-old or an 8-year-old Common Core, they're going to look at it and say, I don't know. They're going to give up. They're going to rebel. They're not going to want to learn. They're going to push it away and say, yeah, right. Okay? Stick with the old ways. Okay? It's so much easier. And it doesn't hurt the brain. Especially, it doesn't hurt the brain of the parents who didn't learn Common Core when we were growing up. If we can't help our own kids learn, do their own math work or their English or their science or their history or their reading work, how the hell do you expect these kids to pass? It's simple common sense. Common sense says get rid of Common Core. Enough said. The link will be in the description box below. So here is an email from a community member, and she says, hello. Thankfully, nothing happened to me, but this is a weird experience for me grocery shopping this morning. Listen to your gut. I was at Fred Meyer in Southern Oregon this morning, and I paid for my items and was heading out toward the exit. I just felt someone walking behind me, keeping up with my fast-paced walking. I should have stopped, turned around, and looked at them. But I was making a plan to turn right around, go back inside the main part of the store, and not go outside. As I know someone is behind me, I'm thinking, this person's up to no good. I don't know what he looks like, but I know it is a man. I get to the area at Fred Meyer where customers can grab their carts. I grabbed my purse, turned around to see who this person is behind me. The man was about 6 feet tall, went towards the garbage can. He was only 2 arms length away from me. I went right back inside the store and kept on going. A few minutes later, and I checked to see if he was in the lobby. I didn't see him anywhere. I always thought I had my head on a swivel. But that is when I'm going inside or outside of a place. From now on, it will be inside the place I am at. I was mad when I got home because what did I do to make me a target? Sad thing is, hun, you did absolutely nothing. There's just creepazoids everywhere, no matter where we go. There's creepazoids. She said, other than not being aware while I am grocery shopping, I think he was hoping to steal my purse. I was also surprised to find out that in those few short seconds I saw him, I knew what he looked like and what kind of candy bar he was eating. Just wanted to share this so others can be more aware, even inside of grocery stores. I shop alone because my husband's work schedule and my work schedule don't line up. You didn't do anything wrong. Okay, you really didn't. And I don't want you to have that in your head that you did something wrong to provoke him. Okay, he's just a creep. He's just a weirdo. All right, and he has bad intentions in his brain. It's not something that you did. Okay. The only thing that I could think of is if you don't have anybody to go to the store with, okay, maybe if you happen to see somebody like another like woman or something like that, like that's walking near you or something, just go, hey, haven't seen you in a while, that type of thing. And if she's like startled, be like, guy's watching me. Generally, if another woman hears you say something like that, they'll be like, oh my gosh, how have you been? Because I have been put in that kind of a situation before. Okay. And I was just like, It's been years. How are you? Okay. So don't worry about it. It's like the universal language of women. If we happen to see another woman and they like walk up to us swiftly and be like, "Oh my gosh, hey, how are you?" And we don't know each other. And then we just lean in and say, "Guys watching me." It's like an automatic like thing. "Oh my gosh, hey, haven't seen you in years. How have you been?" It like sends a signal to that whack job. Oh, they're not alone, that type of thing. And they'll leave you go. Yeah, have I been put in that position? Multiple times. Not just with adult women, but also with kids, young girls. I'll hear, "Mom, Mom," and a teenager will run up to me, "Mom, I've been looking for you." And she'll run up to me, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay." And I'll see that there's a guy walking behind her or whatever the case may be. And I'll be like, "You're all right. Don't worry. It's okay. Just stick with me. Where's your parents? Are you here with anybody?" That type of thing. So, it happens. It's like a universal language. The other woman will understand. Okay. So here's something else that was sent in by a community member. Okay. And I'll leave the link in the description box below, but I will also read just a little bit of it to you. So it says, thanks to the ongoing FOIA lawsuit, the public now knows that the CBP has approved secretive flights that last year alone ferried hundreds of thousands of newcomers, okay, from foreign airports into some 43 American airports over the past year, all pre approved on a cell phone app. Yeah. But while this has been happening and these airports have been receiving, and media has been not reporting for the influx and what Governor Abbott has been doing, the CBP has withheld from the center and apparently will not disclose the names of the 43 airports that have received 320,000 of these newcomers from January through December of 2023, nor the foreign airports from which they have departed. So the agency's lawyers have cited a general law enforcement exception without elaborating until recently on how releasing airport locations would harm public safety beyond citing the sensitivity of the information. Link will be in the description box below. So the person who sent me that link sent me this. She said, saw this and dug a little deeper, found the other link that I attached to the separate email concerning the flights that 46 has been doing from foreign airports to U.S. airports, shuttling them so as to keep the numbers down at the, where they're coming in from the border. So they are being picked up out of the country, flown at our expense, taxpayer expense, into 43 airports at various undisclosed locations. Wonderful, beware. So the picture that I'm going to put up for you is a little bit grainy, but it says administration admits flying them into the airports to reduce the numbers and has national security vulnerabilities. And here's two more pictures that she sent in. She said, just another wonderful thing to consider when you are flying. Because this one says American travelers are outraged by signs appearing at U.S. airports, appearing to allow them onto the flights without showing proper identification. And citizens traveling domestically have to show like all kinds of documentation or passport to board a plane, but signs at certain airports said that there are different rules for the new ones. Yeah. And before I go, there's one more link that's going to be in the description box below. It's about toxic pesticides being used on U.S. crops again. So that's fantabulous. All right, guys, I am out of here. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.